What's going on, everybody? Is What's going on, everybody? It's Davey from the 80s, and you are now entering the Cinema Chop Shop, so park your ass right there. And while you're there, don't forget to hit the like, the share, and the subscribe button. Also, if you check the link below, you see a Patreon account. You click it, you become a member. All you got to do is try, recommend movies and music and trailers for me to react to. So click the damn link, homie. Anyway, we're here today with day 2 of In the Month of Madness. Yeah, so you already know, 2021 edition. So, what are we reviewing? We are reviewing Tales from the Hood, 1995 classic, bro. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. This movie scared the living shit out of me when I was a kid. I've always liked the ending scene with freaking Clarence Williams III. Where is the shit? The shit. You know, all that shit. It was amazing, dude. I love that movie. Welcome to hell. You know that. That freaking shit was iconic. My man was out there looking like a demonic Don King. But I digress. There's no freaking hood classic like this other than fucking Leprechaun in the Hood. But horror movie wise, aside from like this and maybe like Bones and shit, but this Tales from the Hood gets so much love in the hood. It's ridiculous, right? So, quick synopsis. 3 gang members. All of these fools are from freaking black movies all over the place, bro. I'm talking about Don't Be a Menace, Jamie Foxx show, Fresh Prince. Like, everybody in this show done had like some sort of like Moesha, Hakeem and shit. Everybody in this damn movie done been somewhere in black TV. If you watch black TV, you have seen these people somewhere on black cinema, somewhere. TV, cinema, somewhere. In your neighborhood, all over the place, right? So basically, 3 gangsters in their mortuary. Apparently, this fucking caretaker found their dope. And they're like, oh, you know, where the shit at, homie? You know, that bullshit. And he proceeds to start telling them different fucking stories about different bodies or different things that they're finding in the mortuary. And it goes from the first anthology. It's an anthology. The first one opens up about a dude, an activist, that was always talking about advocating against crooked cops, gets killed by crooked cops, comes back from the dead, gets his revenge. Not gonna lie, dude. Morehouse or whatever, I think his name was some Morehouse. He always freaked me out when I was a kid. Like, always. Yeah, Martin Ezekiel Morehouse. He always freaked me out when I was a kid. Scared the fucking living shit out of me. But then it was funny. Now I'm watching it. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, it becomes funny now. I'm an adult now. You know, I'm not a kid anymore. So it becomes funny. The whole that shit. And you're throwing needles. That shit was corny as hell. But I mean, you know, back in the day, that makeup fucking terrified the shit out of me. Shit gave me freaking nightmares, right? And then it goes into the next scene, the next anthology film, which I believe it's the one about the little boy being abused by the monster, who so happened to be it was a freaking metaphor for his pops. And if I'm not mistaken, that was David Alan Grier. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you, I've never in my life seen David Alan Grier play a serious role. I never would have thought he would be fucking a serious abusive husband and shit. But that shit was funny as fuck, but he played that shit to the T. Like, he played that shit a little too well, you know what I mean? And then you also had the director of this movie, freaking, what's this fool's name? What's his name? Hold on, let me get the director name. Rusty Cundiff. I don't know his name. I don't know how to say his name. But anyway, my boy Rusty, he's in the movie. He's the freaking teacher. That one, I always liked that one. I always thought it was good. I never was afraid of it, but I always thought it was really cool. Then you had the one about the racist dude running for governor and then killed by the little, the niggerines, the little black figurines and shit, running around the house killing them and shit. That shit was funny rewatching it now, but again, back in the day, If you black, you know that somebody in your family done had one of these little motherfuckers in their house. And you after you watch this movie, you kind of be looking at them kind of sideways like, you better not move. You know? That shit always freaked me out. The fucking painting on the wall, the fucking shit disappearing, when you hit the fucking painting and the blood comes out. It always fucking freaked me out. Like when I was a kid, it scared the shit out of me. So I was always paranoid when I used to sleep at my cousin's house and she had them damn figurines in that glass case, and I was looking at that shit all night because I didn't want one of the motherfuckers to jump out and bite my ass. But I digress. Then you have the last one, which has Hakeem from Moesha with some horrible fucking sideburns. Them sideburns was ugly, homie. But I digress. And he plays a fucking terrible gangster, by the way. But this dude, he's in jail for supposedly killing somebody. He gets put into some experimental program that's supposed to help him, like, you know, I guess, change who he is and shit. And what ends up happening is, like, you know, it doesn't happen. He's still the way he is, and finds out that basically he was having a freaking, I guess, a revelation moment, where if he would change his ways, I guess God would spare him and give him a second chance. But since he wanted to stay his ways, he ended up being killed at the end of the movie, right? So, and it turns out that the motherfuckers that kill him are the three dudes that are in the damn mortuary. So, plot twist, at the end of the movie, you find out that freaking these fools is dead all along, and they're in hell. Wow. Whoopee, right? Now, again, Tales from the Hood is a fucking classic. The soundtrack to the shit bumping, the shit makes you feel like you're in Menace to Society. That dun, dun, Clarence, dun, dun, you know, all of that shit sets the mood right, and that shit creeped me the fuck out. This movie always scared me when I was a fucking kid. Terrified the shit out of me. I couldn't watch this damn movie like that. But like I said, rewatching it now, I'm watching it, and you know, it was kind of like humorous. It was kind of funny and shit. But you know, I still in the back of my head remember those terrifying fucking dreams that I had and visions that I had, and how paranoid this damn movie made me. So shout outs to them. I know they tried to make a sequel and then a third one and shit like that, and I heard it didn't pan out. I'm pretty sure the shit was whack. One day I plan on watching it just because I like to finish shit. So if they put out sequels, whether they're bad or not, I tend to try to watch them regardless of the situation. Eventually I'll get around to it. I think the third one has Tony Todd in, I believe. So we'll see. But the essence of this movie is like nothing I've ever seen before. Like, you know, it was literally a black anthology horror movie. And, you know, when you're coming into it and it first starts off, you see the three gangsters and shit, and it's like they're talking and you feel like it's a comedy movie because it's like, who the fuck let these clowns in, you know? But at the end of the movie, it's a pretty serious movie, touching on serious topics. The last story, the one that features Hakeem, the gangster that's trying to, like, you know, going through that experimental shit, that whole scene always got me because it was like, now it made, like, to me it cut deeper because I'm older and I'm watching it, and they're doing the correlations between what's the difference between you as a gangster killing a black man and what the KKK and the racist people did. You know, you just basically doing what they did, what they wanted you to do, and then them pairing him, sitting him next to the Klansmen and shit. It was like, oh, I like you, you know, we gonna get along, we good friends and shit. You know, that shit spoke volumes to me, and it was like, I didn't think that the movie like this was gonna have such a deep cutting message, you know, but shout outs to them for doing it. Amazing film. If you haven't seen it, I would recommend it. So that's my review. Let me know if you agree or disagree, whatever the case may be. Drop it in the comment section down below, and I'll see you guys next time for the month of madness. Adios.